welcome to my channel. My name is Dan and today I want to show how to make small crepe paper rose. For this rose we will need Italian crepe paper. We're gonna need some green and any color what you like for flower bloom. This time I will use 2 shades of red, but if you want to use 1 shade then it's enough with 1 roll for all flower. And it needs to be 180 grams weight. We also need PVC pipe, which is 21 millimeter wide, and flexible pipe, which is 16 millimeters wide. In the end of the video I will show how to make stem for this one. And of course scissors, glue sticks and large glue gun. At first I will cut little piece of PVC, which will be 9 centimeters. So this time for center I will use a little bit darker red, and other red will be outer rose. So we need 50 centimeters of 1 shade. And 50 centimeters of other shade. That's if you're using 2 shades. If you're using 1 shade for all, then you need 2 pieces with 50 centimeters. Now we cut them this direction in 3 pieces. So each piece needs to be a little bit more than 16 centimeters. Because when this paper is 50 centimeters wide, so divide it with 3. And let's cut petals as well at the same time. This one, for each strip we need to make 6 petals. So fold in half, and now this you need to fold in 3. If it's hard to make them all the same size, just divide 50 with 6 and cut them all similar. And we cut this way. So little bit in the bottom and round the top. and second part as well, and 3 similar. And this one, you make 4 petals from each strip. So this time just fold it in half and fold it again. And the same shape. And while it warms up, we can shape petals. We will start with largest ones, which are in the last row. So basically all backwards. For this we will need some kind of round stick to round the corners. It can be brush or pencil. And so we take 2 petals and we stretch them in the middle, a little bit higher and a little bit lower. So it's like called this round. Don't stretch this part or this part, and even a little bit these sides as well. Don't, because they keep that form inside. And with stick, curl both corners like that. Don't curl this, just corners. Don't stretch it too much, because then it will be too deep and we don't need it. Set that aside. Next, smallest ones. First, stretch 6 of them. And curl the corners. Then stretch 6 more. And again, curl corners. And next, 6 petals. Stretch. But for 4 of them, curl only one right corner. And 2 stays like they are. Take first petal. And we will need glue a little bit higher than the pipe would be. Put the pipe inside. Leave like a little bit out. And twist the top. Because otherwise pipe what goes inside can go through, and we don't want that. Next one, the same. Just from this side. Now we have 4 petals with one side curled. Put glue again quite high. And the first petal can go wherever. Second petal we will put in opposite for this one. Then next petal we need to put like from one of side. There was one, there was other. Now this one from this side. So it would start slowly opening. And this one put here so these curls would be all around the center. Then we take 3 petals, and these we will have to try put in one row together, so you can see all 3 in separate place. And this time we need put glue only so high. You don't need to follow this cutting line, but here they need to be in same level all the time. Now it's this side is more important than this side to be all in one. Now second, and try slowly open. Next 3 we'll put, you can see like corners of triangle. There's 1, there's 2nd, and there's 3rd. We're putting them on those places. But this time, after you put glue, make a fold like this, and put it on the corner. Follow this level. Next 6 petals will be all in one row, and you'll have to put them one between previous petals, next one where was previous petal, then one between, one on top. So it's easy to find all the spots. And again, you need to fold it like that. And keep holding while it's cooling down so it wouldn't open suddenly. Now we take 3 large petals and they will be in 3 places again. And after putting glue, you need to fold them twice, like that. Next 3 will go between these large ones, but fold it the same way. And still try to keep it all edges in one level now. So if you put them like this, it doesn't fall. That would be perfect. And last 6 will be all in one row. So in each of these spaces where was previous large petals. The first one we will do only half with glue because I want to put last petal under first one. So you put glue only on one side, still fold it, and glue it until one side will be open. And that means when we will go all around, the last petal will go under this first one. Now all the rest petals put where on this side where is glue. Don't forget which side is the glue. Don't put in this one. So you can see this last petal is glued exactly where this petal was, and under this one. Now we just put some glue here. And glue it. Don't worry about this yet, that's not finished look. At first we will make sepals and then for sepals take some green paper. So cut 4 centimeters wide so cut 2 centimeters wide 2 pieces, and these pieces need to be divided in 3 again. And we cut them, one corner will be sharp, and this corner we just cut a little bit off the corners. Then we crunch them and twist. Especially these sharp ends. And again put 2 together and stretch just a little bit. They don't need to be very stretched. And then we glue them to cover so far, and they would be a little bit visible from this side, if that makes sense, like that. Yeah? So the pipe won't be visible. Now we will open this rose a little bit. So at first we'll bend back last row. when we do it next. Then next 3. Is basically make a kind of fold here. It kind of can stay like this, but I like make it more natural look. So I stretch petal edges just a little bit like that. And then we'll make little curl. Not all of them, just all large ones, maybe some small ones. And now it really looks like rose. Then let's make up leaves. For those we cut 16 centimeters wide piece, or 16.5. And then cut it in 3 squares. We need wires. I use floral wires. They are already wrapped with paper, so it's no worries how they look outside of the paper. And this is 20 gauge. I think it was 0.8 millimeter wire. And because it's 36 centimeters, we can cut it in half. So 3 pieces of that. Cut petal diagonally, because when we're gonna glue them back together, this diagonal side, this triangle, will be turned around. So this way we have petals stronger, and it has these kind of veins looking on each other, looking different directions. Leave about so much. And work quickly so glue wouldn't get cool and it wouldn't leave empty holes between these 2 pieces. Because sometimes if it gets cold and you wiggle it like that, there's hole, and then you need to put a little bit more glue in it again. And then we cut it like this. So 1 round corner, this corner chop, round, and chop, and this bottom as well, just cut from both sides. like this. On one side you can see wire a little bit better. So this side we can use as a visible one. And to make veins, we got again need some kind of stick. I use brush, and at the end just put some stripes inside. So this way it's strong, it's not floppy. Because if you would use paper like this and put stick in the middle, and even if you would cover it with something else, it would be floppy like this. This way it's pretty strong. Of course, when you make bigger leaf, then you need stronger wire and it needs to be longer. But when it's small like that, you need just 20 gauge, and it's quick, nice and easy. For smaller rolls like this, I use 16mm pipe. More about it, all names and where to find it and stuff like that, they're separate video about that. And I cut it a little bit more than 1 meter long. This time 1 meter and 10 centimeters. Then we round it. So make sure there's round on the base. And this is just round. I like to put little mark where I'm going to put the leaf at first, so I don't miss while I glue the paper around it. And then we need some green paper. I already have some long strips. Basically, you just have it about 60 centimeters long piece and then cut it like that. Then you start stretching it, but not whole, because then it's harder to work with it. So put some glue, but not too far. And right now we need to work fast while glue is hot. Start wrapping it around and smooth the glue. Sometimes if it gets cold, it makes like too thick part, and it will be harder to put the flower head on. So I marked here I want my leaf. Take that glue piece off. Cover it. Take one leaf. It's a little bit easier if you have little piece of green paper like that. You put glue at first here, then you put leaf on, and then you glue it here. But of course, you can do it without this one, but then you need one more hand to hold it. Basically, it will be easier if it's already glued, and then you cover it. I'll put it on this side now. So before gluing last part, check how far you need to cut it. And then glue it. Go. Now you can just put. Thank you for watching, and I hope you're gonna give it a go and make some beautiful, beautiful roses.